A charity cycle ride will be taking place in Denmead, and the event is now in its 17th year. This time, the chosen beneficiary is the Brain Tumour Research. And joining me now in the studio are Tim Green and Mike Thwaites. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you for coming in. And,
thank you very much.
We were saying there, I mean, what an achievement to get to 17 years. A lot of these events kind of dissipate after 1 or 2. So what do you think the secret to your success is?
Well, I think that it's always a charity that we choose that's a local charity. I think that causes people to be very interested in it. We have 3 routes, a 10 mile, a 20 mile and a 35 mile, and they take the cyclists through some really, really nice countryside. So I think that could be a good reason why they keep coming back year after year.
Fantastic. And obviously this year, Brain Tumour Research are the chosen charity. I mean, you were saying it's quite important that as a charity you do get funding in this way.
Absolutely, and many of you viewers may not know, but brain tumours is the biggest cancer killer of children and adults under the age of 40. Yet it receives just 1% of the government's cancer research spend, which is unacceptable. And as a charity, we do a lot to change that within government and with people like Mike in local communities. So the events like this are vitally important to us funding sustainable fundraising and research in Portsmouth and our other centres.
And just as obviously they'll be supporting you with the funding that's coming from the day, you're supporting them on the day as well?
Absolutely. So we turn the day into a sea of pink with our T-shirts and branding. I've supported the committee with their activities since the start of this year in the planning, which is vitally important because as a charity we believe that it's not just about taking that cheque at the end. It's about supporting the fundraiser, ensuring they've got all the materials they need to deliver that successful event. So we'll have a presence on the day with marshals across the route, but it was really to give Mike and the team the support they deserved.
Fantastic. And you were saying before, Mike, that you've got 3 different routes taking in some breathtaking scenery.
Yes. Well, the 35-mile route takes them right up the top of Winchester Hill. And from there they can look all the way up the Meon Valley in one direction and right across to the Isle of Wight on the other.
Wow.
So, yes, and actually there are some hostelries along the route, so if anybody wishes to stop, they can. But we have some marshalling points, as Tim has mentioned. That obviously provides the cyclists with some help, directions and some water as and when they need it.
That's it. And obviously you say, because you've got the 3 different routes, do you find that you get repeat offenders coming back and doing the event each year?
Yes, we do. I would say probably we get about 100 cyclists come back every time. The actual number of cyclists can vary from 150 to 250 on any one year. But I would think about 100 of those are probably repeat offenders, to use your term.
And you were saying to me earlier as well, it's not just about the cycling on the day, there's other events happening as well.
It's a lot more than just a cycle, right? The cycling starts at 10 o'clock and probably finishes by about mid-afternoon. But from midday onwards, there's a barbecue organised, there's entertainment that goes right through from midday through to 11 o'clock at night. We've got attractions in the car park of the pub. We've got classic cars on show, classic motorbikes, a fire engine that the kids I think can scramble over, some stands, etc. So I would call it a little bit like a small village fete.
Okay, and I understand as well you've kind of, as part of this, you've helped set up a Just Giving page to link in with it.
Absolutely. So, one of my areas to help with the committee was to try and bring them forward, and maybe, this started in 2001 and they've done an exceptional job, let me make that clear. But, it was me being on that committee, maybe helping them bring it into 2017 with a Just Giving page, giving them a social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. So that was just one of the added extras with being part of this from the start.
And that all helps towards the, sort of the funding of the research. And I mean, is there anything in particular from the research that you found that you're kind of following that rabbit hole, so to speak?
Yeah, well, this funding will go into Portsmouth, which is one of 4 centres that we have. Our centres of excellence are currently we are the only UK-based charity that is currently funding sustainable research. We have 1 in Plymouth, 2 in London and 1 in Portsmouth, which I before mentioned. 16,000 people each year are diagnosed with primary brain tumour, and less than 20% of those will actually survive beyond 5 years, compared to 50% across other cancers. So, you know, it's a devastating disease, and we must do more. And, you know, if people watching this aren't interested necessarily in doing Mike's event, which is a great event, but if you want to do something slightly different, please get in contact with me, because whether it be volunteering or whether it be fundraising, I'd like to hear from you. So my details are on our website, which is www.braintumourresearch.org. Go to the contact us section and you'll find me, Tim Green. So please do get in contact if you're watching this and would like to do something, whether it be Mike's event or something similar.
And that's it. If you do want to do something, the event, when is it, where is it, and how do we get involved?
Right, well, the event takes place this Saturday, the 22nd, as I mentioned earlier, starts at 10 o'clock. If you want to know more about the event, we have a website, which is www.denmeadcycleride.org.uk.
Fantastic. Well, guys, all the very best of luck for Saturday. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us.
Thank you.